Hi, beautiful. We're reading in A Course in Miracles, the text, chapter 14, Teaching for Truth. And we are in section 11, the test of truth, paragraph 3. Atonement teaches you how to escape forever from everything that you have taught yourself in the past by showing you only what you are now. Learning has been accomplished before its effects are manifest. Learning is therefore in the past, but its influence determines the present by giving it whatever meaning it holds for you. Your learning gives the present no meaning at all. Nothing you have ever learned can help you understand the present or teach you how to undo the past. Your past is what you've taught yourself. Let it all go. Wow. I'm going to read that again. Your past is what you have taught yourself. Let it all go. Now the ego's, I'm going to pause here and say the ego will resist that. So don't listen to your ego. It's safe to let it all go because it's just based on false perception. Do not attempt to understand any event or anyone. Do not attempt to understand any event or anything or anyone in its light. For the darkness in which you try to see can only obscure. Put no confidence at all in darkness to illuminate your understanding. For if you do, you contradict the light and thereby think you see the darkness. Yet darkness cannot be seen, for it is nothing more than a condition in which seeing becomes impossible. It's a lack of seeing. On to paragraph 4. You who have not yet brought all of the darkness you have taught yourself into the light in you can hardly judge the truth and value of this course. Yet God did not abandon you, and so you have another lesson sent from Him, already learned for every child of light by Him to whom God gave it. This lesson shines with God's glory, for in it lies His power, which He shares so gladly with His Son. Learn of His happiness, which is yours. But to accomplish this, all your dark lessons must be brought willingly to truth. I'll pause here and say the things you've taught yourself from the past and joyously laid down by hands open to receive, not closed to take. Every dark lesson that you bring to Him, with a capital H, who teaches light, He will accept from you because you do not want it. And He will gladly exchange each one for the bright lesson He has learned for you. Never believe that any lesson you have learned apart from Him means anything. You have one test, as sure as God, by which to recognize if what you learned is true, if you are wholly free of fear of any kind, and if all those who meet or even think of you share in your perfect peace, then you can be sure that you have learned God's lesson and not your own. Unless all this is true, there are dark lessons in your mind that hurt and hinder you and everyone around you. The absence of perfect peace means but one thing. You think you do not will for God's Son what His Father wills for Him. Every dark lesson teaches this in one form or another. And each bright lesson with which the Holy Spirit will replace the dark ones you do not accept teaches you that you will with the Father and His Son. Do not be concerned about how you can learn a lesson so completely different from everything that you have taught yourself. How would you know? Your part is very simple. You need only recognize that everything you learned you do not want. Ask to be taught and do not use your experiences to confirm what you have learned. When your peace is threatened or disturbed in any way, say to yourself, I do not know what anything, including this, means. And so I do not know how to respond to it. And I will not use my own past learning as the light to guide me now. Wow. Let's stop here for the day. I'm going to reread that affirmation of truth one more time. I do not know what anything, including this, fill in the blank with whatever is going on in your life, means. And so I do not know how to respond to it. And I will not use my own past learning as the light to guide me now. I'm just going to go ahead and read the next 2 sentences as well. By this refusal to attempt to teach yourself what you do not know, the guide whom God has given you will speak to you. He will take his rightful place in your awareness the instant you abandon it and offer it to him. Wow. Wow. This is so profound. So the moment that we are willing to be humble, in the sense that we're not turning to ego to tell us what's right or wrong, because the ego doesn't actually know, and we simply let it go and admit that we don't know, now there's space for the Holy Spirit to come in and illuminate the truth. Sounds really nice. Instead of spinning our wheels or driving in circles. When we surrender to the truth, when we let go and recognize that God's will and yours are one and the same. Then there's nothing to fight against. Fix, force, change, or correct, because God's will is inevitable and it's what you want. So what are we fighting for? Peace, happiness, joy, equanimity. Those things are your birthright. They're already yours. Just stop throwing them away, because you have a limitless supply. So you don't need to cry or mourn what you've already lost. You have a limitless supply. Just stop throwing it away. Thank you so much for being here. You're so beautiful. So wonderful. So magnificent. And if you don't see that, it's because you can't see reality yet, but you will. Thanks for being here. I love you. I'll see you soon.